Hey guys, Triple B here! I don't know if you've logged onto Pokemon Trading Card Game Live yet, but Scarlet and Violet came out and the new Battle Pass is here. It's busted. We're getting a lot of very solid cards and it's making the game even more accessible for new players. So just by opening the game, first tier, tier 0, you don't even have to play a game, you're going to be getting a Miraidon EX deck as well as 7 copies of Scarlet and Violet booster packs and 1,250 crafting material. The Miraidon EX deck is going to give you 2 copies of the new EX card, Miraidon, with the very powerful ability Tandem Unit. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for 2 basic lightning Pokemon, put them onto your bench, and then its attack, Photon Blaster, is going to do 220 damage. Can't attack during your next turn, but it's only got 1 retreat cost, and we're also going to be getting the Stadium card Beach Court with this as well. So 3 copies of that. It's going to be a staple moving forward in a lot of decks, and it just reduces the retreat cost of each basic Pokemon in play. So Miraidon can be retreating for free. You're not discarding energy. You can just keep charging it up, keep charging up other things, and you're pretty solid. The other nice thing about this, since I did say charging it up, 2 lightning and a colorless for the attack, you're going to be getting 4 copies of Flaffy as well as Mareep. Flaffy has the ability Dynamotor. Once during your turn, you can attach a lightning energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. It's a great way to set up the Miraidon. And just a very solid card for lightning decks. You're getting some other stuff in here as well, some Regielekis. This one that does Terra Spark, 120 to the active, 40 to 2 guys on the bench, and the other one that has electromagnetic sonar. Put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand or targeted bolt. Ditch 2 lightning energy from this, but do 120 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Very solid card, and sees play in the Regigigas deck. Unfortunately, the rotation did come a little bit early on PTCGL, so that deck might be on the back burner for the time being, but still very solid cards. Some other staples you're getting with this, you're getting 4 copies of Level Ball, 4 copies of Ultra Ball. It is behind the camera, so I'll just pop that up for you. And then you're also getting 1 copy of Luminion V, a very powerful card to have. Lets you search your deck for a supporter card and put it to your hand when you play this from your hand onto the bench. Very, very good card to have, especially going into the next format. Since we're losing Crobat V, it's good to have something that can get you a guaranteed supporter for draw power if you need it. You're also going to get 4 copies of Professor's Research, 3 copies of Boss's Orders, and 2 copies of Escape Rope. All very solid staple cards and a great way to get yourself started into the game if you're just starting to play. The other deck we're getting at tier 0, you do have to get the premium pass, but it sounds like it costs money. Premium is actually paid with in-game currency. And with that one, you're going to be getting a Gardevoir EX deck. So you're going to get 2 copies of Gardevoir EX. Has the ability Psychic Embrace. As often as you like during your turn, you can attach a Psychic energy from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon. If you do, it's going to put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, so a bit of a trade-off, but just a very solid ability. And the fact that it's unlimited how many times you can use it, you can get some very powerful attackers charged up really quickly. Its attack Miracle Force is going to do 190 damage, and this Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. So maybe you're poisoned or burned, you can get rid of that and not take damage between turns. Pretty cool concept. The other attackers you're going to get in the deck are Drifloon. Has the attack Balloon Blast. It's going to do 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So Gardevoir accelerating energy out to this guy. Hurts it. Accelerate 3 energy out to it. You got 60 damage. Triple that, 180 on a basic. It's pretty solid. We are going to be getting a tool card in the future as well to increase basic Pokemon's HP by 50%. Sword-like Cape of Toughness, it'll be coming out in our June set, so I feel like Drifloon will be a very interesting card to play around with at that point. With the Gardevoir, though, we are going to need to evolve up into it, and we're going to be getting 3 copies of Kirlia with Refinement in the deck as well. So you get to discard a card from your hand and then draw 2 cards. It's a solid way to get those Psychic Energy in the discard to then accelerate out with our Gardevoir, and just some solid draw power. Nice thing about Kirlia, it does have a split evolution line as well, so it can be evolving up into the Glade you're getting in the deck as well. That has Buddy Catch, and once during your turn, you can just search your deck for a supporter card and put it into your hand. That's solid. Maybe you need Research for draw power, or you need Boss for game. Glade just gets you it, and its attack, Swirling Slice, is going to do 160 damage for a Psychic and 2 colorless. You do move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon, but Gardevoir can just re-accelerate energy out. It's a really good card to have. Other nice thing about this deck, you're going to be getting 4 copies of Arven. It's a new supporter from the Scarlet and Violet set, and it lets you get an item card and a Pokemon tool card from your deck, put them into your hand. So a great way to be getting, maybe you need a rare candy or an Ultra Ball, maybe an Escape Rope for some Switch, and you want a tool card to be able to help your guys out, maybe an Experience Share in other decks, or for this particular one, Defiance Band, another new tool card we're getting in Scarlet and Violet. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, your Pokemon's going to do 30 more damage. It's a great way to be able to get some extra damage out, and the fact that Arven can just grab it from your deck, it's very powerful. That's pretty much it for the staple cards you're going to be getting that you wouldn't have already got from the Miraidon deck, I believe. Sorry, Miraidon deck. Oh, we are actually getting one copy of Roxanne as well, which is a really good comeback card. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards, shuffle your hands into your deck, you draw 6, they draw 2. It's a great way to kind of tilt the game in your favor and potentially brick your opponent's hand. Also getting one copy of Lost Vacuum, which lets you lost zone a card from your hand to then lost zone a stadium or a tool card. It's really helpful just to be able to have a little bit of control over the battlefield. You are going to get some boss's orders, but you're already getting those in the Miraidon deck, and then 2 copies of Old Cemetery, which just makes it so that if you put an energy card from your hand onto a non-psychic Pokemon, they take 2 damage counters. So it's a great way that all of your guys being psychic in this deck, it's not going to hurt you, but if your opponent plays an energy from hand, they get hurt. It's a pretty solid trade-off. That's pretty much it for this deck, though. We'll just take a peek at what else is on the Battle Pass, since there's some pretty solid stuff. Lots of Scarlet and Violet booster packs. You don't need to be rushing out to get code cards. The game's going to set you up pretty well. And it's also going to help you out with building decks based on these guys. So if you're just going off the basic Battle Pass, you're going to be getting another copy of Miraidon at tier 2, as well as some Electro Generators, which lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, attach 2 basic Lightning Energy you find there to your bench Lightning Pokemon. Great way to be charging our guys up instead of using Flaffy. It's an item card, so you can use multiple in a turn if you'd like, and Miraidon being able to thin Pokemon from your deck makes it more likely to hit those energy with Electric Generator. It's solid. At tier 4, you're going to be getting Raichu V, as well as Raikou V. So Raichu, its attack Dynamic Spark lets you discard any amount of lightning energy from your Pokemon to do 60 damage for each energy you've discarded in that way. Electric Generator is a great way to charge this up, as well as the Flaffy to just be able to set up a good basic lightning Pokemon for basically uncapped damage. If you're discarding 5 energy, you're doing 300 damage, which is taking pretty much everything out in the format except for VMAXs and some of the bulkier EXs. 6, you're going to be killing every single thing in the format though. Raikou, it's a very powerful basic Pokemon as well. The ability Fleet-Footed lets you just draw a card when it's in the active, and Lightning Rondo is going to do a base of 20 damage, and then 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, yours and your opponent's. So just another great attacker to pair with Miraidon. You're also getting some Cynthias, some more crafting material, and another pack of Scarlet and Violet. Continuing on though, you're going to be getting more copies of Raichu with that, and I think some other lightning attackers, but we'll get to that in just a moment because I want to showcase the psychic guys to go along with Gardevoir. So with Gardevoir, at tier 1, if you've got the premium battle pass, you're going to be getting Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Shadow Mist does 10 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, they can't play special energy or stadium cards. Nice bit of disruption, especially on a 1 energy attack. And then Astral Barrage, you get to choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon in play and put 5 damage counters on them. As you continue on this Battle Pass, you're going to get another copy of the Shadow Calyrex V, as well as some Battle VIP Pass to go along with it. And at tier 5, you're actually going to get 2 copies of the VMAX that evolves from it. So Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, 320 HP. Underworld Door is the ability that it has, and once during your turn, you get to attach a Psychic Energy card from your hand to one of your bench Psychic Pokemon, and then draw 2 cards. Could pair very nicely with Gardevoir. Gardevoir accelerating energy from the discard, this accelerating energy from your hand and drawing you cards. It's a pretty nice trade-off. This can be getting energy out early game before you have things in the discard, and then if something gets knocked out, Gardevoir just re-accelerates it out. Could be an interesting concept to play around with. Its attack Max Geist is also doing a base of 10 damage, but then 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So that does combo very nicely with Gardevoir. Obviously, the 2 of these accelerating energy out. 10 energy in play, you're doing 310 damage. 11, 340, you're taking out anything in the format. It's a pretty solid attacker to be playing around with. And since it's a VMAX, you could be running it with Radiant Eternatus. I did do a video on it before, so that should be popping up on the screen right now if you just want to peek at that. Hasn't been updated for post-rotation yet though, so might be something we revisit in a bit. Following up on this Battle Pass though, you're going to continue to get more Shadow Rider Calyrex V and VMAX. At rank 9, you're getting the VMAX as well as a Radiant Serena, which lets you just heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. Pretty nice since Gardevoir is going to be putting 20 damage on your guys as we attach energy, so theoretically you have 6 guys in play. Energy, 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 energy on 5 things. They each take 20 damage. The 6th thing is a Serena. It heals 20 damage off all those guys. You've got 5 energy out in 1 turn and no downside to it. And then Calyrex is doing an extra 150 damage because of it. It's pretty solid. The Lightning Field, we are going to get another Raichu. And then it looks like some supporter cards just to kind of beef things up. Rank 11 on the premium, you're going to get another Gardevoir and some Battle VIP pass. Rank 12 on the basic, another electric generator. And it just kind of continues on like that. The premium, you are getting a Forest Seal Stone, which is a great card to have. It counts as a V-Star power when attached to one of your Pokemon V and just lets you search your deck for any card. So if you're running it with Shadow Rider Calyrex, it's a VMAX, it doesn't have a V-Star power. You can attach this and give it one and just get a card. It's a very nice ability to be able to pull off. The electric one, we're just getting more electric generators, and then it seems like we kind of just tip off and just get booster packs from here on for the most part. Doesn't really seem to be anything standing out, but obviously getting packs is really good, and we're getting crafting material as we go as well, so maybe there's some other cards you want to beef up, or maybe you want to craft an alt art card. It's a great way to be able to give yourself the resources to be able to do that. You are getting some more of these crystals as well as coins. That's going to help you get the next premium battle pass if you've used all your crystals to get this one. And if we go right to the end, looks like at rank 40, you're going to get, not even sure what this is. A 9-card pack? Okay, so instead of the regular 5 ones. So the 5th card, you're guaranteed to get a rare foil, double rare, or illustration rare off the 5th, 6th, 7th, and then the 9th card is a guaranteed special illustration rare or hyper rare. So basically guaranteed V or like secret rare. That's pretty cool. I like that they've done that because yeah, you're getting those smaller packs, but then there is that option for them to just have like guaranteed hits like that. It's a really interesting concept. Going a little bit further out, it looks like just booster packs on the basics. And then at rank 50, you are going to be getting a deck box to go with that Miraidon. Not giving us a better view at it, unfortunately, and then just a variety of booster packs here. So it's very cool that Pokemon's doing this for us, making the battle passes just entirely free. Like you can't even pay money for it if you wanted to, like premium, but it's free. Like just play the game enough and you get it. And it's giving you very meta relevant cards. It's giving you a lot of staples and it's encouraging you to just continue playing the game. It's a great direction that the game's heading, and I know I'm really happy with it. I know Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, it's got its hiccups. It's not quite to where PTCGO is, but they're heading in a great direction. At least that's my 2 cents on it. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Till next time though, take care of yourself.